Hello, my name is Charlie Wharton and I've been a cinematographer for the last 8 years in London. And I've been using gimbals all that time, started off with the GlideCam HG2000. Zhiyun just brought out the new Zhiyun Crane 3S, which is designed for the larger, heavier cameras, such as the Red and the FS7, FS5 and those sort of cameras. I think this would work quite well with fully rigged out mirrorless cameras or mirrorless cameras with heavy lenses or setups like a 7200, etc. I've had the Zhiyun Crane 3S for just over 2 weeks now. If it was for a commercial or a short film or any narrative like that, I'd probably rather get a bigger gimbal. The reason is because that's going to give me smoother shots and I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable with it, because at the moment it does vibrate at certain points when I don't want it to. With it being a smaller sized gimbal, that is the trade-off. So if it was a documentary, then I would definitely rather have this, as it's small, it's easier to carry around, you can get it on flights easier, and it's a much smaller footprint as well. What I like about this is that it's very portable for shoots. So if you've got a bigger two-handed gimbal, then that's going to be more painful on your lower back, and it's going to be extra work if you're a solo shooter like I am. Now, a few years ago I did a music video with the C300 and the bigger stabilizer, and after about 10 minutes of using it, my back was just in so much agony, and it was a 2-day shoot and I just wanted to kill myself by the end of it. This small little setup, it's just I could shoot with that all day. The weight of it is in my left arm, and I know a lot of people will struggle with it. If you've been shooting on gimbals for the last 8 years or 5 years, whatever, then I think your body, your muscles do adapt to it. If I was filming a documentary, this would definitely be my go-to setup. The reason for that is because it's small, it's more unobtrusive. Whereas if I had a bigger gimbal, then everyone's seeing you and stuff like that. Now, I wouldn't actually use this with my FS7 because I've had to take the V-lock off, I've had to de-rig it to be able to support it, which is no fault of Zhiyun. But at the end of the day, if I'm going travelling, like for example in 2016 I went to Jordan to film Syrian refugees, and I bought a big slider, tripod, small camera and stuff. If I was going there now, I'd definitely bring this setup because it will give me a good range of shots, my footage won't be as shaky, and yeah, it'll be, it's just ideal, especially for transport. Everything is quite modular. You can really bring it down, just like that. Like I did over here, you can take this bit off, you can take this bit off. Yeah, so it does go down quite nicely. Now, as you can see here, I don't have the extension plate on. Reason because it just makes it so without a bigger battery, then it works just fine. Another cool thing about this is that when you're setting it up, just balancing it for the first time, you can use these little locks, turn it into lock position, and then you can't bring it forward or back. And that's got 3 of those, which is pretty cool. I'm flying the FS7 with a Sony 10-18mm on this. I've taken the V-lock battery off and I've de-rigged it to make it as small as possible. So without the extension plate, you can actually get the FS7 on it, and yeah, it just about fits. The things I don't like about it is that it's got this little joystick here. Now, I'd probably rather the joystick somewhere else, but thinking about it and saying it out loud, I don't actually know where they could put it actually. So yeah, I'd quite like this little display, because this little display tells you if it's on follow mode or POV mode or something. I'd rather be able to see the screen, because when I use my gimbal it's like that, but now I can't see the screen. So every so often I second guess myself a lot. So I'm like, okay, is it on that mode? Is it on that mode? So yeah, I'd rather have the little screen like that to be able to show me. One cool feature, I'm a big fan of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. He's been doing this move for a while now over his films. It's sort of like a tilting move, especially on his aerial shots. This has got POV mode, point of view mode, I'm assuming it stands for. It goes left and right, which is a really nice feature and allows me to get those similar shots.